Yes, people, what is happening? Welcome back to Lily White Lane and welcome to your match preview this Friday evening for Tottenham Hotspur's clash this Sunday afternoon with Watford in the Premier League in a game that, in all honesty, we should be winning. We really should be winning this game. Now, I understand that Watford beat Aston Villa in their first game of the season, but they were playing at home in front of their fans. First game in the Premier League this season, as I say. They should have won that game. But when it boils down to it, they're not brilliant. They're not very good. We saw it last week. They weren't brilliant. And look, at home, at a booming, really loud, proper fan base, Tottenham Hotspur, rocking in that stadium this Sunday, we should be demolishing Watford. I really, really do expect us to thrash Watford. So score prediction for me in this game, I'm going to go 3-0 Spurs. I'm going to go 3-0 Spurs. I'm going to say Harry Kane scores. I'm going to say Heung-min Son scores. And I'm going to say Lucas Moura gets on the score sheet as well. But apart from my score prediction, let's take a look at the opposition, Watford, right? Watford, who just signed Moussa Sissoko, by the way. I couldn't be bothered to do a transfer video on Moussa Sissoko. He doesn't deserve a video dedicated to himself for the amount of times he's let me down. The amount of times he's let me down in the past year or so by putting in awful performances and ruining my Wednesday, Saturday or Sunday evening. I'm not having it, Moussa Sissoko. You're not getting a video for yourself, right? But in all honesty, apart from this season, he's had an alright spell. An alright spell at Spurs. He hasn't had an awful spell. He hasn't had an incredible spell. He had a couple seasons where he was brilliant under Pochettino. But apart from that, he hasn't been class. So look, farewell Sissoko, as I say. But a reception for a certain player that I know is going to be brilliant this Sunday. Danny Rose, Danny Rose, as I say, back at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Really, really look forward to seeing him this Sunday at the Spurs Stadium. I'm sure he'll get a fantastic reception. Never did anything wrong. Never let us down. Die-hard Spurs, as I say. Loved playing for us. And look, it was his mental health at the end of the day which did let him down. It's a gutting story the way it went for him because he was such a talented player. He helped us out so much. Such a big factor to why we achieved so much. I need to stop saying so much now, but he was a real factor to why we achieved loads under Mauricio Pochettino, as I say. He was fantastic. So look, it'll be brilliant seeing him back at the Spurs Stadium. I do hope he actually puts in a decent performance himself, because I do rate Danny Rose. He's been fantastic for us. And look, it'll be good to see him back home. Back home, as I say, this Sunday. But as far as what we can expect from Watford, we can expect one man, one very, very dangerous man who could take the game to us, who could score a goal, which does get Watford the win, because I don't think they're winning if they do win, which I really don't think they will, by more than one goal. And that one goal, without a doubt, if they do score, would come from Ismaila Sarr. The guy's absolute class. He's got pace. He's got pass accuracy. He's a great striker, as I say. He knows where to put the ball, and that's in the back of the onion bag. So look, really, really do rate Ismaila Sarr. I thought he'd be leaving this summer, but fair play Watford. Fair play to Watford. They've held on to him. They really have held on to him, and look, fair play to them. So look, I definitely think he's going to be dangerous. He's going to be a very, very dangerous player this Sunday against us, and we definitely need to watch out for him. But apart from that, we don't need to watch out for anyone. It's who are we going to watch out for? What, a 37 or 38-year-old, Troy Deeney, Tom Cleverley? Do me a favour, right? Well, we should be winning this. Well, we really should be winning this game all day long. But it depends on whether Sarr turns up on it. If Sarr doesn't turn up, it'll be goals galore for Tottenham Hotspur. I honestly believe that. 3 or 4-0. If Sarr turns up, 1 or 2-0 in all honesty. He's one of those players that can make that much of an impact. He's like Watford's Wilfred Zaha. He makes such an impact when he plays. So we definitely have to watch out for him. The style of play Watford play, just boot the ball up the pitch, long ball to Sarr. Just pass it to Sarr and hope for the best. But no, enough of me Sarr loving. Their brand of football isn't very attractive, in all honesty. They do tend to play the long ball a lot, and when they don't play the long ball, they play a very balanced style of football. Pass it around, see how it goes, as I say. And they don't really have a dedicated style of play. So if you named Liverpool, constant pressure, fast build-up, I'm not basing it off FIFA tactics and everything when you sort out your formations and whatnot. But I'm saying they tend to play the fast build up, fast on the attack, breaking quickly. As I say, they'll either play counter attacking football or constantly pressurise the opposition. And you look at a team like Burnley, sit back the entire game. Watford could turn up on Sunday and they could batter our back line like a sausage in the local chip shop. Or they could turn up on Sunday and sit back, decide they're going to defend for their lives, maybe hold on to a 0-0 draw, or get battered themselves like a sausage down the chip shop. So look, it's going to be interesting. But that's about all I have to say. You know, not much else to say on this Sunday's game. It's going to be brilliant seeing Harry Kane back at the stadium. And as I say, I really do think he'll score. We saw him back at the stadium last night, but that was the Conference League qualifier. Seeing him back playing for Spurs in the Premier League, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. As far as the lineup goes, same as last week, but I do think we take out... It's a tough one, actually. Who do we take out? I think we take out Dele Alli. Out of all the players, I think Bergwijn, he's gaining a bit more confidence. He's looking good. I think you keep him in. You can't take Son out. And between Moore and Dele Alli, I'll go with Moore. So in my opinion, we play Kane up top, Lloris in goal. You know, I'd go with Romero and Sanchez. I think for the past couple of games, you know, Dyer and Sanchez have been all right, but the better one out of the two has been Sanchez. I think Sanchez performed quite well, so I think you go with Sanchez and Romero as your back two. Forrest Whitaker at right back in Japhet Tanganga. Reguilon at left back. Skip and Højbjerg with that, you know, the way they dominate that midfield is brilliant. Lucas Moura, Steven Bergwijn, Heung-min Son, Harry Kane. Lovely jubbly. That's your lot, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching the Watford match preview. And as always, come on, you Spurs.